Welcome to Uzbekistan and the opening day of competition at this year's Tashkent Grand-Prix. It's Central Asia's hub and the place where everything in Uzbekistan happens. The nation's capital is rich in history and tradition, whilst at the same time displaying the signs of its Soviet past, alongside strikingly modern structures. We're here for the latest leg of the IJF Judo World Tour, and we're going to begin with this final block, the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 48 kilo category. This features Katharina Mentz of Germany. She'll be up against Milica Nikolic of Serbia. It'll be Mentz in the white judogi, Nikolic in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roberto Correa of Chile. And with commentary on this and all this afternoon's medal matches, it's a very warm welcome to former world champion Loretta Cusack-Doyle. Good afternoon, Loretta.
Good afternoon, Sheldon, and welcome back to all our viewers out there for what will be a very exciting afternoon's of judo.
I just saw in passing the two athletes getting lined up there. Just briefly, though, it looked as though someone jumped in front of our camera. Oh, well, we're underway with the action. Here it is. A good crowd, a really good crowd, right from the get-go this morning here in Tashkent. Absolutely packed along the one side and, you know, reasonable for a Friday afternoon in the rest, but all jammed in on one side.
Yeah, it's looking very impressive, but very knowledgeable spectators out there, and what a
straight into the
start.
Osakomi as well.
Nikolic there, straight into the Osakomi, Kezugatami, and squeezes that on very, very tight indeed. And makes easy work of that bronze medal.
Zero celebration from Nikolic because it's really an opportunity missed. She would have, you know, liked to have been in the final, you know, competing for the bigger points,
yes,
and really taking away gold. It's relief. There is relief on her face.
That she's actually got a medal, yeah. And we spoke about this, haven't we? That she's the one of the most consistent athletes within this weight category, and definitely deserves a place on the world ranking, but just seems to be missing out on that podium at that final positioning.
Unusual execution. I think we see it one more, well, maybe not. It's
beautiful
unusual,
technique.
Really good work.
Straight in there, well-deserved bronze medal, and that will be some very valuable Olympic qualification points for her.
Over and done with fairly quickly, that one. That brings us to the second of the bronze medal contest. Joana Diogo of Portugal faces Amber Gershus of the Netherlands. It'll be Diogo in the white judogi, Gershus in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Okada Yasuhiko of Japan.
Well, when you look at the statistics there, the world ranking, there's only 2 places between them. The last time both these athletes were on a head-to-head was in Minsk 2017, where obviously Diogo had defeated her opponent. This will be a very close match indeed. Diogo, 22 years of age, European silver medalist back in 2016.
She's still a junior, isn't she?
She's still a junior European and world champion back in 2017. And what an athlete she is. One of the athletes that we highlighted at the beginning of the day that would be thereabouts with a medal chance.
It's funny when you've won the Junior World Championships once, and then you get a second go at it, which she had, only to find Daria Biladid, the Senior World Champion there.
I know, scary thoughts, isn't it, really, when you think about it?
Anyhow.
And yeah, one of those very strong athletes that is missing in this competition, Biladid, but a well-deserved rest, I think, after her performance throughout the year.
It's odd because she didn't rest after Baku. She went straight off to Bahamas to the
Junior World Championships.
Gave them a pasting there as well.
And did she not go in as an unseeded?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she had never won a Junior World medal before, had she?
No seeded position for her. First minute out of the way, no score between Diogo and Gershus. saw that one coming, didn't she? Blocked it easily.
Yes, you could predict that one. It was ready for the blocking. Diogo looking the stronger of the two at this particular moment. Slightly more intimidating in this match and controlling the pace and the flow at the moment. Hirsch's there really felt under pressure to put that Ouchigari in, really.
And she just left
and
the
she
leg
just left her
hanging
leg
out
in
there.
So a very sort of naive thing to do. Attempted the Uchimata and left herself very vulnerable there for the counter.
Almost got caught with the Nidan Kosodagari, taking
Yes.
both the legs at the back there. That was close.
Sianagi attempt there. Diogo, nice strong grip there, as you can see. Hasn't got that sleeve though, but the lapel is very controlling there on the right, on her right side. Hirsch's picking up a Shido.
Yeah, that was for a gripping infringement. Looked as though he'd signal gripping inside the sleeves there.
Diogo there attempting what looked to be a sort of a Sodi, but horribly placed, badly timed, and she's got to be careful throwing in attacks like that. She could start accumulating Shidos if she's not careful.
Yeah, that's the second time.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times.
Has seen that coming. She's, you know, she spotted that. There must be
managed to
some,
block it, yeah.
Yeah, there must be some kind of trigger that Diogo is giving. That and false
and
attack.
she was going to get that. Yeah.
Then that Hirsch's is reading it well.
Well, obviously the referee didn't give it straight away because he most probably thought the advantage was to Hirsch's earlier on. So, well, both of them picking up a Shido apiece again. Now it's 2 each, and we've got a minute remaining in this contest. Now, will it go to as far as golden score? Well, it's not looking so good at the moment for either one of them. Again, an Uchimata attempt by the Dutch girl. She leaves herself very vulnerable for the counter-attack there.
She doesn't look serious, you know. It's too half-hearted.
And you can see it coming, that's the thing. Like both, even the Sodi from Diogo. Well, both coaches trying to give some sound advice out there, but I think both of these need to just focus on the job in hand. In some ways, maybe a little bit more gutsy out there and making that first move. Both of them are played at this bronze medal contest.
Again, running that risk. Just hanging that left leg out there.
Yep. You can see it actually happening in front of you, what the outcome could possibly be. If it's not a Shido, I think it could be the counter from the attempt of the Uchimata. So we do manage to go into golden score, 2 Shidos apiece, and both on dangerous ground at this moment.
Diogo takes an extreme right stance, which really presents an opportunity for Hirsch's to attack that side. She hasn't done that at all. Oh, yeah.
Yes, the Ouchigari just clipped the heels of her opponent. Nice attack.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was a score.
I said, oh, yeah, because I thought it was over and done with. Yeah, well, you know.
She's a young athlete coming in. She's got a 5th place here in this Grand Prix. It's a good result for the young lady, but yes, she's going to be disappointed. There's no doubt about it.
I think there are some positives for Hirsch's, but there are a few things that she needs to tidy up.
I think she's very vulnerable when it comes to a major attack. It doesn't seem to be strong enough, and she really has to be more meaningful out there. It's a very soft approach and a very apprehensive approach she had to this contest. Didn't look so confident. But there was the Kochigari, lovely attack, and definitely no taking it away for the winner. Beautifully done. A circling motion, and then came back with the Kochi.
Well, the two bronze medal contests were over fairly quickly, weren't they?
Oh, they were.
So that brings us neatly to the final now. District Krasniki of Kosovo faces Chernovitsky Eva of Hungary. It'll be Krasniki in the white judogi, Chernovitsky in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Yevgeny Raklin of Russia.
Well, we spoke about these two earlier on, and also Krasniki being on paper obviously the strongest of the opponents going in for the top positioning on the podium. But as we know, anything can happen in this sort of competition, and she is up against a very strong opponent. Chernovitsky was a silver medalist in the European Championships, but back in 2014, a European champion. So very familiar for being on the top spot of the podium, and a very strong opponent here in this weight category.
Krasniki is the first of 3 Kosovans to feature in the final block. All of them have made it to the final. Krasniki here in the 48 kilo category, Kelmendi at 52 and Zhakova at 57. We'll see all 3 of them battling out for their respective gold medals. What a thing it will be.
It would be amazing if they all won a gold medal. And we were looking back on the history of, was on the first day of competition, what country has actually been able to take all gold medals, and either the men or the women. And obviously, I think the obvious one came to mind was Japan. But other than that, we didn't know of anybody else that had done that.
Yeah, only the Japanese have had a clean sweep of the women's weights on day one. I'm sure that there have been a couple of others who've taken the men, because we only have the 2 weight categories, so it becomes a little bit easier. But 3 gold medals for the Japanese, and that happened last year at the Tokyo Grand Slam. Nice effort there.
Beautiful technique there.
Krasniki. Scoreboard operator momentarily putting that on the wrong side, but it's Chernovitsky who goes over.
Nice Ochigari, went in very deep, just lost a little bit of control at the latter stage of the finishing of that technique. A little bit better upper body control, would have been able to plant her opponent a bit deeper in there for the ippon. She goes for the high collar grip. It's swiftly taken down by the Hungarian. Chernovitsky struggling a little bit with the grips on the high collar, draws herself down to the ground, but
I know there's been some talk about call it the power game of the Kosovan fighters, because they do all like that big right arm or left arm that goes around the collar, and it tends to draw the head of the opponent down.
Yes, yes.
But, you know, Krasniki's won all of her contests by ippon. She's thrown everybody. You know, she throws people.
And yeah, that's where it's really important that she grips up. But this is how the whole rules of the game is.
Yeah.
When you grip, you must be able to throw. You must be able to attempt to throw. It's not so much of having a good, strong grip, but you have to be able to use it. And Chernovitsky there, ducked under, taking a third and final Shido for Hansokimaki. Krasniki takes the gold medal, and she'll be delighted getting that one under the belt.
I've done it. Let's see what the other 2 can do.
2 more up, both most probably looking quite anxiously to see how their teammate does. And they're a very strong team, aren't they? And they work well together.
She kind of sheepishly accepted, you know, the result from the referee there. I suppose the score was one thing, but, you know, opponent going out with then 3 Shidos. She just overpowered her, to be honest. Too strong.
Very, very powerful, and like you say, they've got a very aggressive approach to their gripping style and their approach to this whole contest. It is going out to win. It oozes confidence all the time. They're sort of very demanding in what they want, and look at the face there, the body language. Oh, that's even at the end when she knew she'd won, she was still stern-faced.
700 points for a Grand Slam gold medal winner. She'll move from 26 up to round about the qualification spot.
Nice, nice move.
Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 60 kilo category. Maurice Plafke of Germany faces Luka Michidze of France. It'll be Plafke in the white judogi, Michidze in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Friedrich Anna Maria of Hungary.
Well, Michidze has obviously the upper hand in this competition. He knows he's defeated his opponent, but picked up a silver medal in Cancun just a few weeks ago, and looked very, very strong, the Frenchman there, very impressive. And throughout the day, he's been looking really on form for a medal here today. Flanke, there are several European Cup medals under his belt, 22 years of age. The German doesn't get the best starts in this. Straight away, the Frenchman straight in on the attack. Plafke, as you can see, with the left hand on the lapel, tries to open up to his opponent's right side, creating a space for what looked to be at the entry of the Kouchigari. Getting that slight little bit of movement. Quite dangerous with these ashiwazas. You can see a little bit more of a powerhouse out there. Very, very strong. Very strong structure of a man, keeping everything very, very tight. Unlike his German opponent that likes things very loose and open. You can see Michidze there coming round the back. He likes the uranage. He's desperately trying to get that lift. And that's the danger for the German, that the Frenchman likes coming up very, very close. He has the uranage, real big, powerful lifts in his judo, which makes him very dangerous. Well, it's been a very interesting match up until now. Both attack each other very, very strongly, of different styles of judo. Oh, Tsuyotoshi beautifully executed there, comes round the back, follows through into the Niwaza transition. A lot of pressure there now for the German. Catches that arm, he's trying to tie that up. The legs look a little bit untidy. And the German manages to escape in that transition. Beautifully executes Tsuyotoshi, but well anticipated from the German. He did well to maneuver himself off that technique.
Minute and a half left to go. Just a single Shido against Plafke.
Plafke seems to be on the end of the receiving end most of the time here in the exchange of grips. Michidze, very, very strong, aggressive approach. keeps everything very tight. Very powerful techniques that he puts in, and very dangerous with his counter-attacks, such as the Uranagi's. Not really seen, but he likes coming around the back, and there you have it. Oh, but what a mistake. And Plavki does so well. He controlled quite nicely, come round the back and switched it. Nice control, definitely a Wazari.
Plavki's got a minute to hold off Makhidze.
I don't think he can hold him off. Makhidze is going to come out now, and he's very explosive. He'll just, it's an all or nothing situation. He'll want that bronze medal. But he's starting to read the Frenchman. Just doing enough. He knows that time spent in the Niwaza is going to be to his advantage. As he works his way down in the ground, sneakily looks up at the scoreboard.
Why not?
As it ticks away, and who would blame him?
25 seconds left to go.
Well, time imperfect.
And here, Richard Troutman in the background, screaming his instructions for Plavki. Richard Melilot, the French coach, is slightly more subdued. Not a great deal he can do with 10 seconds left on the clock, I'm afraid.
And I don't think he's going to get an opportunity. Plavki's just playing a very good game here, and who'd blame him? He'll take a Shido here, but with seconds to go, it's not going to happen. Makhidze knows it, and will have to accept a 5th place here.
He doesn't know there's a Wazari against him. He fought completely differently. Can you imagine that? Makhidze has just looked at the scoreboard, realized that there's a Wazari there, and he fought on the assumption that there was no score. It's not Plavki's fault.
No,
He's trying to say to him, mate, you know, you should have paid more attention.
In a way, you see that as being someone that was so much in the zone, wasn't he? He never bothered looking up at the referee. He never bothered looking at the scoreboard. He never bothered looking at his coach. He was just so zoned in on the fight that he didn't realize that score had been given. And he was total bewilderment. But definitely a good Wazari, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, from this point on, Makhidze fights the contest without looking at the scoreboard. Incredible. Right, we come next to the second of the bronze medal contests. In the under 60 kilo category, Yang Yongwei of Chinese Taipei faces Dashtava Amatuvshin of Mongolia. It'll be Yang in the white judogi, Dashtava in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Vyacheslav Peretyeko of Uzbekistan.
Well, as you can see on the head-to-head 2-1, and Dashtava on paper is obviously the stronger opponent going in for this bronze medal match. There's no doubt about it. Unbelievable track record the Mongolian has with a world silver medal back in Rio back in 2013, but last year Masters bronze medalist and a silver medal in Tokyo. So a very strong opponent up against Yang, who's the Asian Games bronze medalist this year.
I was going to say, because the Asian Games gold medalist is Diobek Urizboyev. We'll see him in the upcoming contest.
That's correct. Well, the Asian Games is like a mini Olympics, isn't it? When you think of our World Championships, the depth that they have in Asia.
And we haven't mentioned the Japanese and the Koreans in there as well.
Exactly.
Kazakhstan in there as well.
Some strong countries. So
Iran.
It's a good medal to have. And there's no doubt about it. And shows the strength this young man has. Osotogari there, nicely stumbling. Dashtava had him stumbling backwards. Just a minute gone in this contest, and it's been so far quite an interesting. Yang with a high collar grip, drawing his opponent down. He's looking for that Osotogari. Seen it a couple of times, the Koichi, to just get the leg moving back, get a reaction, stepping across for the Osoto. Good combination. The Sienagi, beautifully executed. Now he's putting a little bit of pressure onto the Mongolian. Some good combination of tacks there. So far, Yang playing a very good match here against a very strong opponent. Both of them pick up a Shido apiece, no scorers yet. And we're coming up to the halfway mark. So far, Yang looking very positive out there. Looks for the Sangaku. Nicely turned. Dashtava not wanting to know anything in the Niwaza there, and back up onto his feet no sooner than he went down into the ground. Dashtava trying to get that lapel grip. At this moment, he's really not secured the lifeline that he's looking for, the controlling grip to be allowing him to move further into this contest. Yang doing so well. Sutemiwaza attempt there from the Mongolian. Well, a minute and a half in this contest left. Sienagi again. Oh, what does an attack? Very, very strong indeed. Very sharp, fast reactions. This young man from Chinese Taipei, very, very strong. Uchigari.
Oh, couldn't follow up.
You would have hoped that he would have followed it up with a combination. He just persevered with the attack.
And he really had Dashtava rocking at that point, didn't he?
The
Second
Ouchi-gari,
penalty.
and he's also been showing that Osotogari, the combination of the Ouchi and then slipping that Osotogari in as well, directly afterwards, would have most probably been very effective. Dashtava really struggling to get two hands on and that control. If he does, he's going to be very, very dangerous. But Yang really keeping him out and controlling quite nicely. He's controlling that sleeve, pulls it down. He's got the Sienagi, yes! With 20 seconds left. The timing couldn't have been more better. Well, he threatened it about 4 times, that Sienagi. Beautifully executed, timing just perfect.
Number 1 seed goes over. Yang now can backpedal. He can even afford to burn a Shido. I don't like to talk about it in those terms,
but
it's part of the tactics. 3 seconds
up
left to go.
against such a strong opponent, who would blame him? But
he does burn the last one.
Nice, nice win there.
Yang Yung-wei. He can't believe it, look. Nor can Dashtava.
Dashtava right from the beginning just couldn't get 2 hands on him. There was a good tactical match there with Yang and Dashtava.
Really fought well.
Oh, he was good. Nice judo, but a nice repertoire of techniques. He had the Ouchigari, the Osotogari that was strong, and that Sienagi. All those techniques going put together as combinations at any one time are very threatening. So that was a really good win. Oh, so deep with that Sienagi as well. Now that was a very good Wazari. Oh, that just says it all, doesn't it? Cannot believe him. Brilliant.
We come now to the final of the under 60 kilo category. Diyorbek Urezboyev of Uzbekistan faces Ganbat Bolbata of Mongolia. It'll be Urezboyev in the white judogi, Ganbat in blue. And the referee for this one is Raul Camacho of Spain. Loretta.
Right, well, 4 times these gentlemen have met each other. Ganbat obviously has the upper hand of the wins, but that doesn't say anything really, because it's here and now for this gold medal. Very close on the world ranking, very evenly matched in general. Both a very, very strong performance here today. Both looking very focused as they enter the tatami. Now, will this be the first gold medal for Uzbekistan? Well, this crowd will be hoping it will. The flags are flying here in the stadium and the hands are put together in anticipation of celebrations here.
Not surprisingly, the crowd are getting behind their man.
Oh, definitely. Well, Urezboyev there with a very strong left hand on the right lapel, controlling the right side of the Mongolian at this moment. Slightly taller than his opponents, making him look quite solid on his feet and controlling in the exchanges. Ganbat, as we expect, comes in a little bit slower on the approach. He's a bit more precise, he takes his time, he's not someone you can rush. And we've seen on many occasions throughout even today that it's taken him right up even to golden score to come back where it looked like it was all going horribly wrong for him. Sutemiwa's attempt there from Ganbat just went a little bit horribly wrong there for him. Timing wasn't so clear. Oh! Well, an attempt of a Kochigari. Ganbat, as we said, just played a waiting game. He had a good, strong kumikata control, and all it was a nice tewaza to react and a counter. Beautifully done, well anticipated, and it just shows you the quality of athlete he surely is.
Well, that's ended up silencing the crowd a little bit. Ganbat, the former world champion, showing a bit of what made him a world champion, showing a bit of class there. He's always reserved, Ganbat. There's never a big celebration with him.
No. There's no emotions with it, really. It's just business at hand. He takes every match as it comes. He's very, very focused, but he's not someone that can be flustered at all in any way.
Was that a smile as he was walking off there?
A little bit of a grin, but here we have the highlights. He attempted the Kochigari, but he showed him it. He was actually, like you say, selling him it. He set him up with the Kochi, gave him a sniff of that Kochigari by stepping the foot forward, but he already had the upper body control, and all he did was wait for it. Oh, nicely done. That was a great setup.
He wants to show him the Kochigari to get a reaction for the Senegi and then go back.
He gave him the leg.
But it backfired on him. It was a double bluff, you know. His aim is to take him backwards, but he wants to fool him into thinking that there's going to be a second one, which he never really gives.
Yes.
That's why his whole body is going forward. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 48 kilo category. And the medals are being presented by the Education and Coaching Director of the IJF, Mr. Mohammed Marija. The first of the bronze medalists is Joana Diogo of Portugal. There's a bronze medal for Milica Nikolic of Serbia. The silver medal goes to Černovitsky Eva of Hungary. The gold medal goes to Distria Krasniki of Kosovo.
The prize money and the flowers will be presented by General Secretary of the Judo Federation of Uzbekistan. Arkadaşlar, hürmetli katılımcılar, Horalardan ve Fasolular bilen Özbekistan Judo Federasyası'nın boş katibi Abdullah Muradov tabrikleydiler. Alkışlab turamiz aziz do'stlar. Qarsaklaringiz eshitilmayapti.
Oh, some nice judo there in the highlights. How this young lady became gold medalist here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of Kosovo.
And now the national anthem of Kosovo.
Kosovo madhiyasi yangraydi. Thank you very much.
First of the medal ceremonies out of the way, and it's the Kosovan flag that takes the top spot. They may want to leave that flag flying there for a bit longer because they've got a couple more coming.
Definitely.
There is the winning quartet, Diogo and Nikolic with the bronze medalist. Černovitsky took the silver, Krasniki the gold. Loretta.
I was just about to say something very girly. The national costumes are really lovely here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Medal presentations and
I may very well join you in saying that they look very attractive. Coming up next, the first of the bronze medals in the under 52 kilo category. Bettina Temelkova of Israel faces Anna Perez Box of Spain. It'll be Temelkova in the white judogi, Perez Box in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania.
Well, when you look at the statistics, there's very little between them that could say one is in front of the other, but strong performances by both these young ladies and some good results. Temelkova was the gold medalist here in Tashkent. Would that be the advantage she needs to take her on the podium?
In the white judogi from Israel, last year Tashkent Grand-Prix winner Bettina Temelkova. In the blue judogi from Spain, 2018.
Temelkova from Israel, junior European silver medalist last year. Still a young athlete, progressing through the senior ranks and performing very well on this senior stage. Perez Box, some outstanding performances, especially in Cancun when she took the gold medal, along with in China and Hoi Hot before that a bronze medal. So very familiar to being on the podium herself and has excelled herself throughout this year. Neither one of these have competed against each other.
Temelkova lost her quarter-final to Agata Perink of Poland. That put her in the repechage contest against Irem Korkmaz of Turkey. She won that, and that's put her in this bronze medal contest. Tanaka Miki is in the chair for Temelkova. And it's Kenji Uematsu in the chair for...
I remember him. He's a great fighter in his day, wasn't he? Him and his brother.
Chair, yeah, Kiyoshi and Kenji. Yeah.
Both great fighters in their days.
Kenji was at 60. Kiyoshi must have had more of the feeding. He was up at 73.
Yes, yeah. He was loved more. As
Mummy looked
loved
after him better.
Yeah, Mummy loved him more.
No scorers yet. 2:40 odd left to go.
Oh, nice attack
terrific,
there.
yeah.
Beautifully done. And straight into the Osakomi. Can she manage to secure it? Well, the Israelians we know are very, very strong. But Perez Box does so well to escape from the Niwaza. And just in time.
Got to be careful here. Oh, got to be careful. Got turned.
Oh, well, there you have it. Would you? Perez Box turns it all around. And I don't think her opponent will get out of that secure hold.
Kuzuri Yoko Shiogatami, I think, is done for her. You might want to say Munigatami, maybe with both hands going over on that side.
Yeah. Well, would you have had it?
No, I wouldn't. I thought that Betty had that completely wrapped up.
So did I. So did I. It was a great start for the Israeli, no doubt about it. Good performance.
Yeah.
She just made that silly error and left herself too loose in the Niwaza. And Perez Box totally capitalized on it, and a well-deserved bronze medal goes to Spain.
Yeah. Really quite distraught at the end there, Martina Temelkova. Lost it. That's really, I mean, rather than Perez Box.
Yes.
There is a point here when you might want to say, look, this isn't the strongest.
Try and change it. Yeah.
Either try and change it or turn out of it, because if I lose control here, I'm going to be exposed.
Yeah.
This is the difficulty when you're on your own back.
Knowing when to make that move.
Exactly. And here is the turnover.
There's a beautiful, and you know, it's a very typical Japanese turnover.
Absolutely.
Beautifully.
Absolutely.
Using their feet like another set of hands. Beautifully executed there.
Yeah.
Foot digging into the thigh, nicely rotated, brilliant control. Cannot take that away from Perez Box. Well executed. And that hand on the belt, controlling and keeping her opponent very much in control. A beautiful execution of a turnover.
Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 52 kilo category. Pop Reka of Hungary faces Agata Perink of Poland. It'll be Pop in the white judogi, Perink in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ramzi Shamirov of Tajikistan. Here's Loretta.
Well, just one place divides these athletes, 14th to 15th place in the world ranking. A very, very close call this one will be. Both have had great performances throughout the day, and both deserving to be on the podium, there's no doubt about it. Perink was silver medalist here last year, and also last month a silver medal in Cancun, which was a great performance from this young lady of Poland. Rekipop. Antalya, bronze medal, and last year picked up medals in Baku and Zagreb. So both very familiar of being on a podium on the world circuit. Both very, very strong athletes in this weight category. Pop, third seeding coming into this competition. Perink, fourth seed. Well, Pop looking to have a good strong positioning there, but left her neck open a little bit. And as we know, the Polish are very strong in their Niwaza transition. Some nice little moves that they've produced, and Perink having great opportunities throughout the day, showing how strong she is in the Niwaza. Hungarian there, as you can see, with the right hand on the lapel, left on the sleeve, controlling quite nicely. Perink once more straight down into the Niwaza, looks very comfortable once more in the ground, trying to draw out that arm for the Jujikadami. Perink very strong in her transition work, sharp to react. And the Sianagi move there, once more, will come through the back and try and capitalize it on the ground. Pup, very quick to react, wants to get out of the trouble that she feels threatened in the Niwaza. She's already had a taste of the Niwaza from her opponent a couple of times now, and just probably feels that there's a slight danger for her to stay in the ground unless the opportunities are there in her favor. Well, a nice reaction there. Looked like an Ouchigari, but no score has been given.
It was Melinda Kelmendi that gave Pupbreka a bit of a mauling in their quarter-final. That put her into the repechage contest, where she defeated Bishrelt of Mongolia, and this has brought her into this bronze medal contest.
Sutemi was her attempt there for Perink. Draws her opponent down. Now, will she have the same skills that we've just seen? Well, obviously, sadly, not. Nice opportunity for Perink to turn her opponent over, but didn't get that opportunity. Both showing very strong kumikata grips. Uchimata attempt there for Pup, but no upper body control. Left herself a little bit vulnerable, exposed to the counter. Very much both these athletes in the zone now, just really totally focused. Beautiful attack there. Yoko Sutemiwaza, beautifully done. And Perink takes the lead. Kosota, beautifully up. Executed there. Perink now, with just under a minute, takes the lead. And we've got past that 40-second mark. As Sheldon would always say, the lucky 40.
It does happen quite a lot.
It happens a lot, definitely. It's the magic number. Perink will keep her opponent down here into the Niwaza. And as we know, she's very strong in the ground and will look very positive down there. But 20 seconds to go now. Pup's got some work to do if she's wanting to come back. A Sodi attempt. Tries to get that arm over the top with her. The defense is now tightened up even more for Perink, who just keeps her opponent at bay, and rightly so. And the bronze medal there goes to Poland.
Just the single score. Nice execution as well from Agata Perink. That little sit-down Yoko Sutemiwaza catching Pupbreka of Hungary. I'd like to see the top part of that as well. You know, she's got two things going on there, Perink, when she executes this technique. She does it really well. Here's another look at it.
She's got the lapel and she's also got the sleeve.
Yeah,
she pulls the lapel and then pushes the sleeve under. Nice, nice movement. What's really good and interesting is she comes with the Kosota, the driving action of the head as well. She turns her body right into it. Because if you look at the feet, they're not really diving in the right direction because she takes them off to the side. So it's that power of the head.
Unusual execution, isn't it?
Yeah, strong.
We come now to the final of the under 52 kilo category. Evelyn Schopp of Switzerland faces Melinda Kelmendi of Kosovo. It'll be Schopp in the white judogi, Kelmendi in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Ramzadin Saidov of Uzbekistan.
Well, both these athletes have had 5 head-to-heads. And Kelmendi obviously has been in the driving seat of those wins. Will be quietly confident as she goes into this gold medal match. Will she continue the success that Kosovo has already with her teammate who's taken in the gold medal in the 48 kilos, Krasnicki? Well, game on really, isn't it, for both teammate and a personal achievement here. Well, Kelmendi took a silver medal back in Abu Dhabi a couple of weeks ago, and she's still carrying the scars from that very much competition
indeed,
with the black eyes that she's portraying there on our screen. Just shows the hardening of this young lady, how tough she really is.
Did you say it was 5-0 for Kelmendi?
Yes.
Wow.
5-0.
Schopp with a huge task on her hands.
Definitely.
Here,
she went into this competition as the #1 seed. So it's had the full advantage of being seeding in the right position as she went through the stages of the tournament. Some strong performance throughout. Niwa's a transition, very, very good. And it's a winning success for her, not only in this competition, but in other events. But Kelmendi cannot take away the credibility of this young lady. The strength, no, physically and mentally, of this athlete who carries with pride that gold batch patch of Olympic champion.
Yes, around about this time, and definitely next year, when the gold patch begins to just wear that little bit thin. You know, the first year or two, you know, they're all current.
Yeah.
But as it gets closer to the next games, it does seem to be a while ago. Whereas the red back patch, that always seems, you know, to be.
Well, if I had a gold patch like that, I'd be wearing
it off.
I'd be wearing it on my dressing gown. I'll be having an extra one on my gilny. Nightwear. Definitely not many people can boast wearing the gold patch. There's no doubt about it.
That's true.
And she wears it not only with pride, but very much every bit an Olympic champion, and her presence on this mat here today. Comes round the back, she controls quite nicely there. Schopp doing well to battle her way through. But not enough with the hip throw there. Beautifully done. And what a finish. And the second gold medal for Kosovo here today. Only one more to go.
Well,
you're sitting there gleaming from ear to ear.
They're going to top the medal table anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so that's for sure. Come the end of the day, they'll be atop of the medal table. It's just how far ahead of everyone else they're going to be. But Kelmendi, the Olympic champion, will taste the top of the podium again. Yep.
And a great silver medal goes to Schopp of Switzerland to add to a gold medal in Agadir, a silver in Tbilisi, and a third place in Cancun. But there's no arguing there.
Genuine
Who's the best
ogoshi.
one? Ogoshi.
Really, really genuine ogoshi. Nice arm around the
right
waist
round.
there.
Oh,
No leg involved, just both feet on the floor, just pushing off and around the hip.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal awarding ceremony for men under 60 kilos.
Right, we come to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 60 kilo category.
The medals will be presented by President of the Amateur Boxing Federation.
G'oliblarni Xalqaro boks federatsiyasi prezidenti Gafur Ahmedovich Rahimov taqdirlaydilar.
Bronze medalists are
The first of the bronze medals goes to Yang Yong-wei of Chinese Taipei. And there's a bronze medal too for Moritz Plafke of Germany.
silver medalists representing Uzbekistan, Diorbek Urozboyev.
The silver medal goes to Diorbek Urozboyev of Uzbekistan.
Mongolia, Ganbat Bolbatar.
The gold medal goes to Ganbat Bolbatar of Mongolia.
The prize money and the flowers will be presented by competition manager of the International Judo Federation, Dr. Lisa Allen.
He just wasn't occupying that space any longer that Urozboyev thought he was. Put his leg there, Ganbat was gone, there was a big hole, he fell into it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's
please
turned him
welcome
with his hands.
for the
Slightly embarrassing.
Mongolia.
Now the national anthem of Mongolia.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture with VIPs and judoka.
Aziz do'stlar, foto suratga tushish marosimi.
Dr. Lisa Allen on the right hand side of that picture, just making sure that the athletes are in the right spot for the photographers. She does like things done correctly. Yang Yong-wei, Moritz Plafke, Diorbek Urozboyev and Ganbat Bolbatar. That was the winning quartet. Right, we've got the medal from the next weight category. Medal contest coming up now. The first of the bronze medal contests features Shakram Akadov of Uzbekistan. His opponent is Ismail Chazigov of Russia. It's Akadov in the white judogi, Chazigov in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Oliver de Roses of France. Here's Loretta.
thank you, Sheldon. Well, Chazigov, as you could see in that picture, is looking very nervous indeed, and rightly so. Cadet European champion back in 2014, a silver medalist, and in Sofia this year in the European Open was a gold medalist. He's a young athlete that's coming through with great potential for Russia. These two have never ever had a head-to-head, but on paper, this bronze medal would go to Uzbekistan, but as we've seen so many times, that it's really on the day and how they perform. We've seen some top seeds go out at even the earlier stages of this competition. Akadov in Tunis this year was gold medalist, a bronze in Tbilisi, and at the Asian Games, 5th place. Strong looking athlete and very dangerous indeed with those long limbs, has caused a few problems throughout the day on his journey to this bronze medal contest. Well, Chezhigov coming from a very strong nation and a strong lineup of Russian athletes. And adds to the list of depth that they have in Russian judo at this particular moment. You see controlling the sleeves there. Akadov trying to control. There's the left hand on the right sleeve as he takes that through with him for a Sianagi. Comes round the back, controlling the left side of his opponent. It really is a battle of just trying to control at this moment and taking the lead. Well, it's a bit of a stalemate now at the moment, 50-50, but Akadov picks up the first Shido. And the crowd now try to raise the morale and boost the confidence of their opponent, Akadov. Head-to-head exchange, Kochigari. Chezhigov worked quite nicely there, stumbling his opponent down and following it into the Niwaza. Doesn't really want to execute anything down there at this moment. Second Shido. Akadov there. So 2 Shidos and still 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. Still a long way to go for Akadov. It's really a dangerous position to be in with the 2 Shidos already on that board. One more mistake would cost him this bronze medal. And the Uzbek, as you can see, with the right hand controlling his opponent's left. An attempt of a Sutemi was a bit of a false tack from the Russian, who might get punished on that one, and yes, he does. Picks up the first Shido for that false attack. Really more a ploy to get out of what he felt was a little bit a dangerous situation for him, and took the easier option. Has the high collar, controlling the left side of the Uzbek. Now takes hold of both sleeves, steps across. The attempt of a Tai Toshi, then a Sutemi Waza. Again, another ploy. A false attack.
Chekisov looks across at the officials' table as if to say, what, me?
No, never. Well, it evens it up now. Pressure on both, 2 Shidos apiece. Akadov really now turned it around, but both have to stay engaged. Neither one of them can make any more silly errors. Well, it's a battle of the grips at this moment. Neither one of them looking really threatening in the techniques. As we enter into the golden score now. 4 minutes have passed, 4 Shidos on the board, 2 apiece. It's been a battle of errors coming into this bronze medal contest.
What did he see there then, after 12 seconds of golden score?
Did he duck under or something? I don't know, it was just... Well, someone obviously has made a mistake here.
Well, it's either one ducking under to avoid a grip, or one going to the ground to avoid the grip. So it's a false attack or ducking under.
I feel it's something, an infringement of the gripping, but
No,
they're allowing it to go.
Decided, oh, hang on a minute. So they had a look at that action. It could have been somebody ducking under. It could have been somebody, you know, going to their knees to avoid a grip. But they've decided no, and will continue. So no infringement. 12 seconds of the golden score period have gone. That would have been a bit of a shame. But they're on a knife edge, the pair of them, having picked up 2 penalties.
They're walking a fine line, aren't they, now? And they have done for some time. Well, for Akadov there, he's got to take this time to stay focused. Very difficult when you're on home grounds and everyone's shouting and trying to encourage you and you're trying to stay in the zone. Very, very difficult indeed. He's really battled his way through to this golden score. He found himself on the receiving end of 2 shidos in the earlier 2 minutes of the contest, where you would have said it was all over and done with for Chazigov to capitalize on it. But no, he made his own errors.
Well, Farkhod Turayev, the Uzbek coach, just told Akadov, don't give up another shido. There he is.
Well, I'm sure he realizes
Turayev.
that himself.
Well, I don't speak Uzbek, but he did say the word shido.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that the rest of it was don't give one up.
Well, it goes without saying, one more would result in the hand sokomaki for either one of these athletes.
He can't.
Akadov really piling the pressure on there. He's come out
which is
firing.
fine, but he can't ask for a shido after 2 attacks.
No.
You know?
And he's got to be careful how he attacks as well. He can't afford to have a false attack. That's on the border of a false attack.
Can't step out. That's a much better attack. And I think that after this, they'll give it to him.
Possibly one more. I think they might let him have.
One more cycle. Okay, if he gets an attack in here first, he could get it with Chasigov being passive, because Chasigov has not come up with anything. Not the strongest. That's a bit better.
That's better.
And I think that will be it now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think it's fair. You know, he's had 4 or 5 attacks. Three really strong ones.
Definitely with
the
a good
two just sticking in there, but there were 3 really strong ones, and he hasn't answered.
Positive. It was a positive approach to that exchange after that Mate situation. He came back and he was making them more effort to actually engage in this match.
You know, we've had 30, 40 seconds of positive action from Akadov, and we haven't had one from Chasigov. He can't really argue with that.
No.
And it is Shakram Akadov who takes the bronze medal. Yeah, and he, you know, the nice thing there is Chasigov actually says to him, yep, okay.
Yeah, he accepted it.
You've done it.
It was a good win.
Yeah, unfortunate way for the contest to end, but did leave Akadov a happy man. Chagizov, well, not so happy. We come to the second of the bronze medal contest. Dovdon Altınsuk of Mongolia faces Nijat Shikalizada of Azerbaijan. It'll be Dovdon in the white judogi, Shikalizada in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Roberta Chilia of Italy.
Well, statistically, nothing really sort of stands out other than there being a head-to-head once and Dovdon on the winning edge of that. But both performers have battled away here in this competition. Dovdon, bronze medalist here in Tashkent last year. Asian Games champion. And there's some of the supporters there. 2017 bronze medalist as well in Paris for Shikhalizadeh. Shikhalizadeh straight off, looking quite strong and determined out there. Takes the sleeve grip. Dovdon really disengaged until he gets the desired grip himself. But from the receiving end of the Azerbaijan, finds himself down on his knees and picks up the first Shido for that. Well, no surprises here. Oh, nicely controlled. Well, there looked to be an element of control off that, and I thought from that angle was a score for Dovdon.
It's not the best angle.
It looked like it from this angle.
Well, that's the thing. It looked like it from here.
Yeah.
But for me, it wasn't the best.
Well, they've let that one go. I thought he just had a little bit of the Kumikata control.
That's exactly.
As he entered with the coach.
That's exactly what I'd have liked to have seen, and that angle just didn't give us the hands.
Yeah.
I'd like to see whether he was falling with him or
whether
pushing
he was
him,
controlling him. Yeah.
And I think that's what they looked at, but the angle wasn't the best. No score. 2.5 minutes left to go. Dovdon is the fighter who's picked up the single Shido at the moment. Dorjgotova, heavyweight fighter in her day, in the chair for Mongolia. Not sure why they've got a spotlight going around. Need to get that off.
Sutemiwaza from Dovdon, but poorly executed, picks up his second Shido. Well, we've seen this happen a few times with the Mongolian. Doesn't make light work of his matches at times. Puts himself under a bit of pressure. He's got a defensive arm there on the hips. He's got to be careful there. That could be perceived as a negative infringement of the grips. Koshiguruma attempt there as the hips went through for the Azerbaijan and the Koshiguruma. We have a minute and a half now coming up to. Nice controlling grips, high collar over the back. Dovdon coming round the back, yes! Well, the elbow stopped him from coming over onto his shoulder. That was the only saving grace for that attack for the Azerbaijan.
Yes, and almost turning his opponent at the same time. So not only was there no finish from Dovdon, there was almost the taking over of the technique from Shikalizada, so I think that's why that one didn't score either.
Yeah, a bit of a 50-50 act, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Shikalizada out there, Sutemi was up, draws his opponent down, but has he drawn himself into trouble? Well, the upper body's controlled quite nicely, and that leg is starting to slip out. And, oh, but he doesn't secure. How strong Dovdan is. He couldn't actually secure that hold. That was a big surprise. Shikalizada did extremely well to get out of the Osakomi.
Still 20-odd seconds left to go. 2 penalties on the board against Dovdan. That's going to make things really difficult for him.
Definitely
can't afford an
is.
error.
No, too right. But he plays a waiting game, Dovdan, though. Shikalizada really under a bit of pressure there, and he pressurizes himself into attacking, and we've seen that happen so many times. Dovdan just waits for that error, feeds him the openings, and then he just pounces at the end.
Well, we've gone straight into the golden score period. And Shikalizada it is, who within 5 seconds of the golden score period kind of ambushes Dovdan there. He was just getting himself settled, wasn't he, Dovdan?
Yes. I think he was waiting for the counter, and he thought he was in deeper than he was. And Shikalizada just kept persevering with that attack. He didn't lose confidence in his entrance. And this is where the mistakes, if they feel like they're going to be under threat for the counter, then they tend to loosen up the upper body control and try to escape. But no, he persevered with it, and it paid off, scoring Ippon.
There you have it. Nijat Shikalizada, gold medal winner in the under 66 kilo category.
Oh, Osotogari, beautifully done.
Caught him with both feet, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know what Dovdan was doing, having both his feet that close together. He really paid the price.
I think what he was trying to look, he was setting him up and trying to lure him up for the Uranage, but he just got himself all caught up.
His feet got caught up, yeah.
He got his legs, feet and arms got caught up there. Nice score. Good win.
We come now to the final of the under 66 kilo category. Sador Nurilayev of Uzbekistan faces Adrian Gombots of Slovenia. It'll be Nurilayev in the white judogi, Gombots in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Lubomir Peter of Australia. It was Nurilayev who put out Shikalizada in the semi-final. So Nurilayev is really the man to look at here, the danger man.
Oh, definitely the danger man. And last year was a bronze medalist here in Tashkent. He's already gone that one better and finding himself in the final.
There's a look at Gombots there with a flash of blonde hair at the front. I only say that because I'm jealous, but anyway.
He's got hair.
He's got hair. Right, we're underway with the final of the under 66 kilo category.
Well, Nurilayev will be wanting desperately for this gold medal here in front of the home nation. He's got a very good, strong, controlling right arm over controlling the left side of Gombot. Gombot, European champion, and a gold medalist in Agadir. Strong opponent in his own right. Nurilayev, Asian Games bronze medalist. And we know winning a medal in the Asian Games, it's like winning a medal in the World Championships in some cases. Very strong continental tournament. Oh, coming up to 2.5 minutes remaining in this contest. It's been a battle of grips. Nurilayev very strong on the gripping skills. Throws that right hand, controlling the left side of Gombot. As you see once more, he gets the connection. Power of the Uzbek. Totally dismissing any reaction from Gombot off the exchange of grips. Left hand on the lapel, controls quite nicely, throws the right hand once more. Uchimata, nice entry there. Didn't get the finishing sleeve grip to turn. Got the lift, just didn't get that finishing touch to it. High collar grip once more, draws his opponent's head down, tries to get the reaction of the head coming up. Once more, enters in for the Uchimata. Gombot follows down into the Niwaza. And we know the Slovenians are very strong in their Niwaza exchange. Very, very skillful moves. Gombot picks up a Shido, though, with 1.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Uchigari counteracted by a turn to the rear. Well, this time it's Gombot that takes a controlling grip, and nicely executed there. A Koshiguruma, but more with the Tewaza, controlling with the upper part of the body, the head and that shoulder. As he works away, he's secured the Wazari off the throw, now tries to work the time here in the Niwaza. As he tries to get that rotation over, some skillful work going on here, but more importantly, the clock's ticking away nicely in the favour of Gombot of Slovenia as he looks over at the scoreboard to see that time tick away quite nicely. Well, with only 15 seconds to go, it's a bit of a stalemate here, but neither one of them are letting go.
Well, the referee's got no choice here, because Nurilayev has at times in the exchange looked as though he's going to get the leg free. Gombot's at times has looked as though he's going to turn him into the Osaikomi, so he couldn't call mate one way or the other.
No.
However, what was happening was Nurilayev had the clock running down, and there were a couple of times when he was thinking, I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
But that was when Gombot was looking as though he could turn him into the Osaikomi, so the referee couldn't call the mate.
Well, sadly for Uzbekistan, it's another silver medal.
Yeah, 2 silvers, I'm afraid.
Still
Adrian
looking for that gold.
Gombot comes up with the gold medal winning performance. Yeah, mass exodus, I'm afraid, at the end of that. It's not surprising.
Goes, yeah.
Well, they came to see Sharafuddin Lutfilayev, Diobek Urizboyev, Sador Nurilayev, and unfortunately, well, Lutfilayev blew out. Urizboyev, he ended up taking bronze medal, didn't he? And Nurilayev is going to walk away with the silver. So that's their day done as far as the crowd is concerned.
It is. Everyone is a mass exit.
Heading for the buses. They don't have any investment in the under 57 kilo category, which is the last weight category. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Let's have a look at the highlights, then we'll be back with the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category.
Dear friends, we have highlights on the screen.
Azizdler,
Ladies and gentlemen, now awarding ceremony for women under 52 kilos.
Oh, we do have the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 52 kilo category first. That completely slipped my mind there. The medals are going to be presented by the head sport director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Vladimir Barta. The first of the bronze medals goes to Agata Perenk of Poland. There's a bronze medal for Anna Perez-Box of Spain.
And a silver medalist from Switzerland, Evelyn Schopp.
Silver medal goes to Evelyn Schopp of Switzerland.
And the gold medal,
the gold medal goes to Mylinda Kelmendi of Kosovo. The prize money and flowers are being presented by the double world champion and 3 times Olympic bronze medalist, Ryszard Sobirov. He competed in the under 60 and under 66 kilo categories. Bit of a hero locally, Mr. Sobirov.
Well, it does keep them standing in the aisles anyway, even if it's just to present the medals. A hero in his day.
Yeah. Here he is in a different kind of suit now. Sobirov. He said, I'm never comfortable in a suit.
He looks quite smart.
And now the national anthem of Kosovo. Two for two, Kosovo are at the moment.
2-2, yeah.
2 for 2. 2 gold
and
medals.
Now 3 for 3.
And now we're going to see whether they can make it 3 for 3. Perenk and Perez-Box were the bronze medalists. Schopp took the silver, but it was Kelmendi, who for the first time in well over a year stands on top of the podium. How's that? We'll get to ask her a bit later on about what it feels like to be back on the top of the podium and hear the anthem for Kosovo. I've got no doubt, she said, I heard it already for Krasniki.
Yeah, that's
She's
it.
that cheeky.
Yeah.
We come to the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 57 kilo category. Amelie Stoll of Germany faces Anna Borowska of Poland. It'll be Stoll in the white judogi, Borowska in blue.
Well, again, you can see on the statistics head-to-head, and Stoll taking that front-running position, knowing that she's defeated her opponent, Borowska, once in a previous competition. But both have had a steady progress through here for this bronze medal. And the first chance of a medal for the Stoll sisters, as Teresa Stoll will be in the final of the under-57s.
The referee in the middle for this one is Artur Fando of Belarus. Just waiting for the scoreboard to reset. Here we go.
Well, Boroska, 24 years of age, 24 in the world ranking, and in Tashkent last year was the gold medalist. Junior European champion back in 2014.
Quite a few repeat medalists, aren't they? They
Yes.
like to come to Tashkent. They've had some success, so why not come back and have another go?
Feeling a little bit in their comfort zone, isn't it? Emily Stoll in Tbilisi was a bronze medalist, along with a bronze in The Hague last year. Two very impressive results. Tends to sometimes be shadowed under her sister's performance, Teresa Stoll, who was 5th in the World Championships and gold medalist in Tbilisi. Well, two very strong gripping styles here. Stoll, as you can see, with the right hand on the lapel. Nicely executed there. Boroska attempted a forward attack and Stoll countered it to the rear. Lost a little bit of control in the exit. Sadly didn't pick up a score, but nevertheless a very strong attack coming from Emily Stoll. Anna Boroska there with the drop Cianagi, dropping under opponents. Emily Stoll coming in with that. Was riding over on that Cianagi. Nice entry there for Boroska. He was very surprised that the transition into the knee was from that Cianagi wasn't there. Normally very sharp in her transition work. Has some great skills in the ground. Stoll there with the right hand on the lapel, controlling her opponent's right sleeve. Both flirting with the idea of the Ashiwazas, but that's about it, really. Both should pick up. Well, they're only giving it to one, and that goes to Emily Stoll, who picks up the second Shido. Now this changes the dynamics. The Uchigari, though, that was there. Nicely done.
Yeah, good driving effort from the German.
Real threatening attack there. Well, Boroska, again, she picks up a Shido, so yeah, I felt that when the last Shido was given, it should have gone for both, and they've balanced it up now. And Uchigari once more from Stoll, stumbling her opponent backwards. But Boroska coming now into the Niwaza. A little bit slow to react in the ground. Lost the opportunity of gaining any success there in the ground. Stoll comes round the back of the arm, controls that left side nicely. Needs to follow it up with an attack, though. Overstretches herself slightly, left that leg open there for the Osotagari. Has to be very careful there not to expose that weak side and overstretch herself. Well, very poor judgment there for the Sienagi. And I think that could be, well, she was a very lucky lady, in fact, off that Sienagi.
Yeah, it was a strong attack, but without the turn.
Yes.
And she hit the brick wall when she turned in. Didn't really look as though it was going to go anywhere.
I just thought it was badly judged, and there's a possibility of them looking at that again, I think.
I think he's trying to say that it's false attack. Oh no, holding on
to the same side.
Yeah. It's going to be no good trying to remonstrate with the referee.
Yep.
There was some gripping infringement that Anna Borovska committed there, and as a result she picked up a third Shido, but she's another athlete to leave distraught. Oh well.
This is medal number 3 for
Well, you could see she was blocking. She didn't grip, but she was blocking. So it's the same, really, isn't it? It's a negative infringement of the gripping style. She didn't have what they say 2 hands on one side. She had 1 hand and 1 forearm blocking that side.
So it's negative gripping.
It's negative gripping.
Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests. Sanne Verhagen of the Netherlands faces Kaja Kaiser of Slovenia. It's Verhagen in the white judogi, Kaiser in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Jefferson Vieira of Brazil.
Well, this is going to be a very tough match, I think, for both these athletes. Really wouldn't put myself on the line to say which way it will go at this moment. Both deserving a bronze medal, there's no doubt about it, based on just today's performance. But will it be a clash of styles? Verhagen, back in 2014, a bronze medal in the World Championships. Kaiser, this year alone, in Agadir was a silver medalist, but in Tashkent last year was bronze medalist. So very familiar for being on the podium here in Tashkent. We're wanting to repeat that performance and take the second bronze medal here today. The Junior World Championships also was a bronze medalist. So some nice, impressive results for both athletes.
Just get the feeling that Verhagen is going to be able to outmuscle Kaiser, if you want to put it that way. She's more powerful. She's got that different body shape. Kaiser's that little taller. She hasn't yet, as you say, still a junior.
Yes, maybe. Oh, gets across though with that leg. A very strong attack.
So physically, I think Verhagen is likely to have the edge. Technically, it may be that Kaiser's got better throwing skills.
Yes, and I would agree with that, with Kaiser having the better quality of skills that she has. Yeah. And because she comes from a list of very strong athletes in this sort of weight, the middle weights for women, she's got some real competitiveness back home, and I'm always a great believer that success breeds success. But Verhagen, obviously the Dutch team have produced some fine athletes as well. But I think for Verhagen, it's just that maturity. She's had a long time out here, and she's had some injuries along the way that's rocked her performance throughout the years. Kaiser, for me, is someone that to watch very closely based on performance. She's a youngster coming through. She's a gutsy performer. And she's quite hardened when it comes to that physical approach within a contest like this.
Kaiser's just managed to avoid getting caught up with Verhagen's go-to technique, which is that low Marotti Seoinage. Kaiser just showing her boxing skills there, moving from orthodox to southpaw stance. There's a little bit of foot movement there, just gave Verhagen a different look. I don't know if you saw that. She was standing there right foot, and then just gave a little
The wee
like a
Muhammad
boxer,
Ali
yeah.
shuffle.
Little shuffle there.
The wee shuffling foot.
What a kid.
It's a sort of a Sally Conway move. She circles around and shows the shoulder on the left side. She's very bouncy on her feet. I think sometimes she has a tendency to get her feet all knotted up and the cross leg, which is slightly dangerous. But when those legs connect with the Uchimata, she can be very dangerous, those long limbs, because there's a lot of power that can be generated off the Uchimata if she gets the opportunity. But in that sort of
Nice
circumstance,
turn.
she comes over.
I think that's a score there.
That is a score. So
I think she
Kaiser takes
turns
the
her there.
lead, yeah.
Yep.
Nicely done. Well anticipated, well controlled, and now takes the lead. So with 1 minute remaining in this contest, but there's the Cianagi. Verhagen now piles the pressure, and the dynamics of the contest will now change. There'll be much more a physical approach and an intimidating approach to this contest from Verhagen.
Well, the good thing for Kaiser is that she's penalty free.
Yes.
And with time running out here, she can afford now to just close up shop a little bit and cut out the unforced errors. She can decide when she's going to be passive or when she's going to step out or when she's going to take a false attack. This is in her hands now.
I just get worried with the legs. They tend to be all, it's like a Bambi style. They tend to get a little bit all knotted up and crossed over, and she tends to look a little bit loose on the feet. We've seen a couple of times that she's rocked. Oh, like that. She seems to get her feet caught up in the Taitoshi, the Cianagi. But she'll accept that, Shiro.
Yeah. Yeah, as we said, you know, it's closing up time now.
Yes.
She's not going to
And
put herself out here.
Well, she did well to escape that. Well, it wasn't a Wazari. No, you couldn't have given that. She was on her front. But the threat's there. She's... Well, Kaiser takes the bronze medal for Slovenia. Great win.
That is a good win, yeah. Especially from, you know, a young fighter having to fight a more experienced and more powerful, physically
Yes.
more powerful.
Yeah.
She was able to nullify that, maybe keeping the distance, putting in the right kinds of attacks. A little bit frustrating for Verhagen. She only threw in what? The Cianagi and the
Yeah.
Uchimata. Maybe the size difference also caused her some problems. You're talking about her being slightly rangy and but possibly awkward. It all worked out for her.
Yeah, she looked a little bit awkward at times, but like you say, that sort of flexy Bambi look had made her fall in different directions, which was unforeseeable for her opponent, really. But that physical mature approach to Verhagen, it was so powerful that she could actually get much more of a feel of what Verhagen was going to do and could anticipate it, hence the Wazaris she scored.
Good turn as well, well
Nice
taken over.
Nice turn. But again, that range of flexibility and that ability to move in a different direction. With those long limbs, she was just all over her.
We come now to the final of the under 57 kilo category. Nora Zhakova of Kosovo faces Teresa Stoll of Germany. It'll be Zhakova in the white judogi, Stoll in blue. And the referee in the middle for this one is Siniša Skrbić of Serbia. Here's Loretta.
Well, when you look at the world ranking, there's very little to divide them. But what Zhakova has under her belt is 2 wins. 2 wins that gives her 2 little percentages of more confidence going into this final. And but the pressure is on. This young lady's already seen her 2 teammates take gold medals in the under 48s and the 52 kilos. Can she make it the 3rd gold medal for Kosovo and take this gold medal here in the 57 kilos? Well, Jakova in Abu Dhabi was that one that did get that gold medal in the final, unlike her teammates, which accepted defeat in the final of Abu Dhabi. But this young lady was the gold medalist a couple of weeks ago. European champion.
How many times have they gone head-to-head, did you say?
2. And Jakova has won twice.
Hey.
So it's 2 little percentages that gives her the advantage coming in to this final. But for me, Teresa Stoll, every time, I keep saying it, every time we see her, she just oozes more and more confidence and that real self-belief as she comes into every match she takes on.
The last 2 defeats for Jakova were at the World Championship. She lost in the quarter-final to Krista Deguchi of Canada, and then in the repechage contest, she lost to Kwon Yu-jung of the Republic of Korea.
At the World Championships, Stoll had such a great performance, didn't she? She was outstanding on that day, picking up the 5th place in the World Championships. She had a great day's performance. High collar grip, looking to step across. She has the Ouchigari, but seems to be... Oh, and there you have it.
Ouchigari and Uchimata, those are the
nice
go-to
combinations
techniques from Jakova.
Yeah. The signature throws of Jakova.
She's already picked up 3 IJF gold medals this year, 2 Grand Prix and a Grand Slam. The Grand Slam coming as recently as 2 weeks ago in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
That was her first Grand Slam gold, by the way. Jakova's first Grand Slam gold. She had
and
4.
It was a great performance, wasn't it?
She had 4 Grand Prix golds, or has. This could be number 5.
That high collar grip is causing a few problems for Stoll, nicely controlling that head movement, making it very restricting for Teresa Stoll. Well, trying to control the right arm of Jakova is becoming a tall order for Stoll as she gets once more her head controlled here.
Coming onto that right hip.
That's the danger into the Makakomi. She continues the roll, but it freezes just at that point. So just under a minute remaining in this contest. Both battled away, and this is it's a good match for Teresa Stoll. She's played this really well. She's got the cross grip. The only problem that she has within this match is that high collar grip. But there you have, oh!
At what time? Oh dear.
Nice, nice time. 42nd, the magic number.
How does that happen?
What a throw. Well, she had the high collar grip, the Ouchigari, nice control of the grips. A good Tewaza movement, beautifully executed. And once more, she gets the high collar, draws on the head, comes in, steps across, and the Uchimata, well, there's no faulting this young lady. Again, another medal under her belt and another boost of confidence that she goes with into the next Grand Prix or Grand Slam event.
Well, the treble just went out the window there.
Yep, and this time it was reversed because Jakova was the one that took the gold medal in Abu Dhabi. Jakova is the one that takes the silver this time.
And the other 2 win the gold. Teresa Stoll of Germany it is who takes the gold medal. here
And
in
she'll be
Tashkent in the under
very
57 kilo
pleased.
category.
Nice win. And she did it in style.
Yeah.
Two very, very good techniques there. A beautiful finish to what's been a really impressive first day of competition.
Yeah, with 10 seconds left to go. Zhakova looking for something, just trying to push a leg out somewhere, but couldn't get the support leg anywhere near the area that she wanted. Just, it seemed rooted there. Oh, I could see she was trying to turn to her left and just left the right leg where it was. That never moves.
Well, the winning ingredient for Teresa Stoll there was that high right-hand collar grip. She drew down on it. She was very, very powerful, and both techniques came from that very good grip. And yes, she'll be delighted with that, as she says.
Ladies and gentlemen, medal awarding ceremony for men under 66 kilos.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 66 kilo category.
The medals will be presented by Support Director of the International Judo Federation.
The medals are being presented by the IJF Sport Director and Acting President of the Uzbekistan Judo Federation, Mr. Armen Bagdasarov.
Bronze medalists, Azerbaijan, Nijat Shikhalizadeh.
The first of the bronze medals goes to Nijat Shikhalizadeh of Azerbaijan. There's a bronze medal too for Shakram Akadov of Uzbekistan. Silver medal goes to Sador Nurilayev of Uzbekistan. But the gold medal goes to Adrian Gombots of Slovenia.
Prize money and flowers will be presented by Minister of Silk Industry in Uzbekistan.
G'oliblarni qimmatbaho sovg'alar bilan O'zbek Ipak sanoati uyushmasi raisi Bahrom Qurbonovich Sharipov tabriklaydilar.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the national anthem of Slovenia.
And now the national anthem of Slovenia.
Thank you very much. Family picture with VIPs and judoka.
Fotosuratga tushish marosimi.
Shikhalizadeh and Akadov were the bronze medalists. And the Relayev took the silver, and it was Kombots to walk away with the gold medal. We've got one more awarding ceremony to bring to you. Don't go anywhere. In the meantime, we'll have some highlights. Take a look at these.
Dear spectators, you can see the highlights of today's final block on the screen.
Aziz do'stlar, hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar, so'nggi uchrashuvni qiziqarli daqiqalarni monitorda kuzatishingiz mumkin.
Dear spectators, now we waiting for the last awarding ceremony for today. It's for women under 57 kilos.
Aziz do'stlar, hozir 57 kilogramgacha bo'lgan vazn toifasida ayollarni taqdirlash marosimini kutmoqdamiz. Hurmatli xonimlar va janoblar, dzyudo bo'yicha Toshkent Grand-Prix 2018 musobaqasining birinchi kunini yakuniga o'zbekistonlik dzyudochilar 2 ta kumush medalni va 1 ta bronza medalni qo'lga kiritishdi.
Dear friends, after the first day of Tashkent Grand-Prix 2018, team of Kosovo have 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal. Team of Germany, 1 gold medal and 2 bronze medals. Team of Slovenia, 1 gold medal and also 1 bronze medal. Also 1 gold medal have team of Mongolia. Friends, tomorrow will be the second day of Tashkent Grand-Prix 2018. The preliminaries for tomorrow will start at 11 a.m.
Aziz do'stlar, judo bo'yicha Toshkent Grand-Prix 2018 musobaqasining ikkinchi kuni ertaga soat 11 da boshlanadi.
Come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category.
57 kilogramgacha bo'lgan vazn toifasida ayollarni taqdirlash marosimi.
The medals will be presented by head refereeing director of the International Judo
The
Federation.
medals are being presented by the head refereeing director of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Jan Snijders. The first of the bronze medals goes to Kaja Kaiser of Slovenia. There's a bronze medal too for Amelie Stahl of Germany. The silver medal goes to Nora Jakova of Kosovo. But the gold medal goes to Teresa Stahl of Germany.
Prize money and flowers will be presented by President of Taekwondo, World Taekwondo Federation Association of Uzbekistan.
G'olibalarni qimmatbaho sovg'alar bilan O'zbekiston Taekwondo VTF assotsiatsiyasi prezidenti Ahmadjon Rahimov tabriklaydilar.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now the national anthem of Germany.
Xonimlar va janoblar, Germaniya madhiyasi yangraydi.
thank you very much.
Kosovo topped the medal table at the end of day one with 2 gold medals and a silver. Germany picked up a gold, as did Slovenia and Mongolia. See if that changes tomorrow when we bring you all the action from day 2 of the Tashkent Grand Prix. But from Loretta Kusat-Doyle and myself, it's
Goodbye from me.
bye-bye.